I left Excelsior and went to the Faculty of Natural Sciences. I left early. I did just the first year of sixth form at Excelsior. I did one A-level in lower sixth, A-level math, because I had an amazing math teacher, and she had me do A-level math in a year. And then I went on through the N1 program. That was the reason I did that, was because I needed some breathing space and I could get to live on campus. And living on campus gave you an opportunity to further be who you wanted to be. And so I left my parents' home and I went on campus. And I came out of my very strict Christian upbringing, and there I was at every party that there was to be had on campus and anywhere else in the vicinity. And there was double jeopardy for me, because my brother had just been accepted to be trained as an officer in the JDF, and he had a car, and this car was then left with me. So here I was, because he was going to be away for a year. So here I was with a car, with opportunity to go everywhere in my first year at university. It was my worst academic year. But it was also a year of learning, because I was able to use that experience to guide children through failure and how important failure is in life for you. Because I was accustomed to being at the top of my class. I passed 1 of 4 subjects that first year, and at that time I found out that the regulations of the university stated that if you failed all the subjects in your first year, that you had to leave the university. So I was there by the skin of my teeth. But it was an important lesson. And the next year, I was back to where I needed to be. And the year after that, I was then accepted into medical school, having gotten the required grades. So my siblings are my eldest brother, Roger, who was an electrician. He's deceased. My sister that followed him, Dorrit, who has just retired. She was Director of Human Resources at McMaster University in Canada for many years, but she was a graduate of UWI. My third sibling, my brother, that was another important. He died at 16, just before his 16th birthday, and that was an important family event because he was so young when he died that it impacted our family quite significantly. And the brother that was closest to me, who's 3 years older than me, who was a pilot, first in the JDF and then at Air Jamaica, and is now flying in Saudi Arabia. I remember the night we lived in Harborview, and that was where he died. He actually died in the 1962. There was a bomb explosion that killed 3 boys shortly after Harborview was built. And there was a government inquiry, and it was termed death by misadventure. And the people living in Harborview found out that when the housing establishment was being built, that a donkey had been blown up by an unexploded bomb, and that there were bombs in the riverbed because it used to be a firing range for the army. And so these 3 boys found this thing and played with it, and it exploded and killed them all. But I remember the night. I couldn't understand why so many people were in my house when it was dark. As a small child, that was every corner I turned, there was somebody in my house, and everybody was sad. And I didn't understand much of what was happening then, but what I recall were the days when we used to go to the Maypen Cemetery to fix his grave up. And no, I can't go there. I would love to go there to find his grave, but it's so difficult to go to these places now. But that was what I remember, the family trips on a Sunday afternoon, going to Maypen Cemetery and going to just fix up and clean up and make his grave. But I wasn't that close. I can't remember being that close to him, but as I grew older, what I remembered was how other persons said my mother responded. And she, a woman of tremendous faith, and she responded to it as, yes, grief, but as something that was directed by God, and therefore she needed to manage it as best as she could. And so I grew up seeing her do that. I watched my mother manage that death, manage my father's death, manage my older brother's death. I watched her, and she's a tremendous woman to have gone through grief 3 times in her life and just be a strong woman after each episode.